June 1976. On the Greyhound bus heading from California to Oregon. Daphne Nagel was making a list. As the Greyhound bus rolled north and California sunshine gave way to darkening skies and then drizzle, she passed the time writing in her neat, round handwriting all the things she could now call herself. Fallen woman. That topped the list. Such an old-fashioned term. Slut. Single mom. She tapped the end of her pen against the page, crossed that out neatly. On a fresh line, she wrote, Single, teenaged mom. A shiver of fear trembled through her, the way the wind was blowing through the trees on the side of the highway. She'd be 19 when her baby was born. Her hand slipped to where her waist used to be. At 5 months pregnant, she wasn't showing that much, but she hadn't been able to zip up a pair of jeans in 4 weeks. She wore sweats, mostly, and bulky shirts. She crossed out the last item on her list, rewrote it one more time. Stupid, pregnant, teenage slut. She started to write adulteress, but she crossed that out too. She'd take the rap for a lot of this mess, but her American history prof had told her he was separated before she let him take her to bed. She hadn't known that separated, in his terms, meant that his wife and kids were visiting her family back in Virginia for a month. She let her head drop back on the padded seat. The bus changed gears and jolted slightly. He looked like Sidney Poitier, she thought. And as she'd sat there in class, mesmerized by his deep, rich, professorial voice, and heard him lecture with passion on freedom and justice, she'd believed in him with every fiber of her being. She worked harder in his class than any other, and when he'd asked her to help him research a book he was writing, she'd been thrilled. Naive fool. There was a young guy sitting in the seat across the aisle from hers. The bus wasn't very full, so the only people sharing seats were the ones traveling together. Everybody else got 2 seats to themselves. She'd noticed him checking her out as soon as he got on the bus a few towns back. He wasn't much older than she was, in his early 20s, probably. In a different time, she'd have flirted with him to pass the time. He looked cute, with curly hair that fell to his shoulders, hunky body in a well-worn denim jacket and jeans. But she didn't flirt. Not anymore.